Good evening, guys. Good evening, everybody. It's Elizabeth I know again. I hope we're all doing fine. I hope everyone's had a nice Easter break and, the hustle and bustle of getting back to work, the all stress. And I hope we're all settling in fine. Well, good evening anyway. I just want to talk to us today about value, the value system, and knowing your value and knowing your worth. Okay, so let's get started. So basically, one of the things that has come into my mind lately is I've been speaking to a lot of my female friends that have either come out of one relationship or going into one relationship or, are currently in a relationship. And I see everyone's just, either enduring or, finding a way to, settle. And I just realized something, while speaking to a friend, and I felt like, I needed to say this. And then the message that really struck to me and struck to my head or came to my head was the fact that I realized something. If you don't know your value and if you don't know your worth, nobody ever will. Nobody ever will know your worth and nobody ever will know your value if you don't know it. So if you're able to see somebody that that in your heart, genuinely this isn't working out for me. But as a lady, you're like, oh no, I might as well just settle because nobody's perfect, right? I'm sorry, but okay, there's a difference between someone who isn't perfect because the person, don't know how to do it all and is willing to put in the work, to change, and for the sake of how you guys having a successful relationship, as regards to someone who doesn't really care about yourself, who, care about you, and who isn't willing to put the work, and it's just like, that's just it, and you're like, okay, I might as well just put up with it, all my friends are getting married, might as well just, no, let me tell you something, ladies, let me tell you something. It's good. It's okay. I don't know why people think it's so bad when you leave a relationship. I've, left a few relationships in my life. And one of the things that I know that I will currently and forever, be grateful for was the grace to leave. And I have no regrets of being in any of those relationships. It just made me feel every relationship that I have ever left. One of the things that I've thought about when leaving was just that I know I'm looking forward to something more valuable. I wasn't scared to think that there's something more valuable waiting for me somewhere, knowing that I deserved more than I was getting here. I don't know why people feel so bad when someone breaks up. They're like, oh, maybe it's her, maybe she's no, it's not necessarily that you're doing something. Sometimes it's just that you're worth enough and care less what people think enough to say, that's it, I'm not settling, I'm not accepting anything less than perfect. So my ladies, my cries out is for you today. It's just to tell us that, look, we don't have to settle and we don't have to know, we don't have to wait until the person changes for us. Okay, sometimes the change that you want to see in a person is often in letting them go. That comes when you let the person go. I've often heard it from my friends and a lot of, ladies I've spoken to, they get into a relationship with a guy and then they're like putting all their effort and then eventually the guy leaves. And then a couple months down the line, the guy comes back in. You know why? Because the guy is gone now and the sea is sin. But then the thing is, I always say to my friends, never let someone who's walked away from you walk back into your life. That's just my thing. You don't have to take it. Now, one more thing I wanted to say before I leave you ladies is just that, let me just think about it this way. You're valuable. When you know your value, like myself, I know I'm amazing, okay? I know my value, and I know anybody that will be with me, I will be God sent, amazing man, and I'm grateful and I'm waiting, and I know that he's on his way, and he's, I just can't wait till the day I meet this guy, or maybe I have. Okay, so one thing I just want to say to you ladies is just that, when you know your worth, like I was just about to say, I know my value. I know that I'm no fake diamond. I am the real deal. When you understand, okay, let's just imagine there's a baby, right? And you give the baby a diamond, what would the baby do with it? Play with it, just like every other toy he has, because it doesn't know the value of it. But in a scenario where you give something valuable to somebody who knows the worth of it, you give a diamond to somebody who deals in diamonds, do you think that person isn't gonna be like excited and the person knows the value, so the person values it, the person doesn't play with it, the person's like, you know what, no, that's mine. But the thing is, when you give yourself as valuable as you are to someone who doesn't know your worth, what do you expect them to do? Just like another kid, they're just gonna play with it, toss it up and down, do what they're done, and dump it when they're done. And that's just the thing. I just want you to understand, ladies, you are valuable. You are amazing. You don't have to settle for less. And just when you begin to carry yourself like that, you begin to think of how you can be of value to somebody else's life. Okay, and don't be afraid. Don't settle. I know it's the old mood. Everyone's getting married these days, so we all want to join into the crew. Don't get so carried away that you marry the wrong man. Don't eat your jollof before it's done. Wait until the jollof is done. Wait until that food is well done and you can serve it in the dish and you can enjoy it. It might still be the same person, but sometimes you need to let some people go and explore. You need to let some people go and grow. You need to let some people go and know the meaning of value. Because when you keep quiet and you're like, okay, you know you're not happy on the inside, but you're like, oh, let me just settle before, I'm getting older now, I'm getting of age, and there's critics everywhere, social media, Instagram, I see backlashes on ladies like, oh girls, you better settle for this guy, before you get too old. It's always about that age thing. Don't let age, don't let culture, don't let people, don't let friends, don't let peers, don't let anybody define if you should get married. Some people don't even know that they are not meant to get married. Everybody just wants to get married. Another thing that I learned is just the fact that if you want to marry just so you can have somebody to hold, so that you can show to the world, oh, I've got somebody. If you want to marry just because you want to be somebody's wife and just because you want to be somebody's husband, then you're married for the wrong reason, love. You're marrying for absolutely the wrong reason. The reason why you should be changing or you should be marrying is so that you can be together a change to the world, a blessing to the world, so that you can be of value to somebody's life. When you're thinking, I want to be married to her because I want to create value for her in this world, I want to leave her, I want to make her, I want to ensure that I'm investing in him, investing in her as I would anybody else on this planet. I want that person to be the best version of themselves, not because I want them to come into my life so that they can be good for me, or but it has to be a mutual sort of relationship. You, as ladies, I always say, don't be with a man that doesn't even know what it means to invest in you. Don't settle for a man that doesn't even think about investing into you, into your future, into your life, into what you wants to see you become in this world. Don't be with someone who say, I've been in scenarios where I see people like, for example, I'm just going to use myself, whenever you're passionate, I've often found that when people like the silent person, they like the silent, when you're more passionate, people are like, oh, but why are you worrying about it? Before you know it's only gonna pass. Don't worry so much about stuff. Don't think too much about, oh, you're thinking too much now. People try to tell you you're thinking too much and you're processing things too much. But I want to tell you something, ladies and men. It's okay to have thoughts in your head. It's okay to think beyond where people put you. Don't live your life according to the norms of life. Don't let people tell you, oh, you're thinking too much. If you ever feel like you can be of value or something is of passion in your heart, celebrate it. Celebrate whatever it is you're passionate about. Celebrate whatever it is that you want to speak to the world about. And don't let the fear of losing anybody keep you or, make you stay in a place and say, I'm just going to succumb to this pressure. I'm just going to stay here just because it's okay so they can accept me. But what you don't know, like I said, if you don't value yourself, no one will value you. And the day you die, God help us all, you will go into your grave alone. Nobody goes with you. So you might as well enjoy this world, enjoy this life, explore this life, and stop living for people. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, guys. Thank you for everyone that's listened. And I pray that that has been listened, that we genuinely have the strength and the courage to walk away from those relationships that we know are toxic and they're not adding values to our lives. How is it gonna add value to the world? Thank you, guys. Bye. Until next time.